when I came back from that, I reorganized my morning times, and now I get up at 4:45. And I just had this thought the other day. The reason so many believers live in disappointment with God is because they haven't made appointments with him. And I have a daily appointment at 4:50 a.m. to meet with God. Now I want you to hear me. He has permission to have an appointment with me whenever he feels like. But my appointment with him, my discipline, my time with him, my habit with him in the morning, this time I've got going with him in the morning, it's like he knows when I'm going to be there, and I know that he's going to be waiting for me. And it actually helps me be more spontaneous. A person who has disciplines in their life is free to be more spontaneous. But every day it's 4:50 a.m. now. My appointment's set. My alarms go off, and I'm waiting. You know, for me, in creating habits, I'm going to teach you some. Is it okay if I teach you some super practical stuff about habits? It's really going to help you. In case you're one of the few people that actually made New Year's resolutions, I'll help you make them like lifestyles. Hold on. First, I'm going to tell you about Daniel. In Daniel 6:10 is a story when they decided if anyone prayed to any other god, they were going to throw him in the lion's den. Watch this. Daniel 6:10. So they're trying to throw Daniel in the lion's den. They set him up to get thrown in the lion's den because they know he prays to God. And they said anyone who prays to any other god needs to get thrown into the lion's den. The decree is signed. Everything's in place. And it says, now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went home, and in his upper room, with his windows open toward Jerusalem, he knelt down on his knees 3 times that day and prayed and gave thanks before his God, as was his custom since early days. Some translations say, as was his custom from his youth. Do I need to remind you that in Daniel chapter 1, Daniel was the one counseling governments and was known for being 10 times wiser than everyone else. And here it says 3 times a day, every day, no matter what, even if they're trying to stop him from doing his routine, from doing his ritual, even if they're trying to get him to break his discipline, even if they're going to kill him if he keeps his discipline. He goes, he opens the windows, he gets down, and he does his routine. And this guy has a routine of 3 times a day. He gets down on his knees, he gives thanks to the Lord, and we wonder why he was 10 times wiser than anyone else. I'll tell you why, because a person who spends that much time in the presence of wisdom himself will be 10 times, probably more so, wiser. If there's people who want to counsel governments and sit with kings and have wisdom to speak to them, it would be wise to have some good disciplines.